Aloha, everyone, and welcome once again to our Mentoring Monday podcast. I thank everyone who is currently watching our show, and we just want to say we are really thankful and grateful for all of your support that you guys have been giving us since the previous weeks when we had so many different mentors coming in each week to help us, giving us so many good advices and sharing us their stories and also experiences. Also, for today, I'm going to be your host. My name is Joshua Paul. For those who don't know me, I've been working in the Oakley department, the department where we cover for admissions, career services, and also alumni associations. So I've been working here for the past semester, and I'm so blessed that I am able to host these great podcasts where we can have many. Um, Many students and also mentors that are able to join and listen together. And so today we have two great mentors, and they are covering the BYU Pathway program. And so they are alumni from BYU Hawaii, of course, and also right now they'll be sharing with us so many great things about BYU Pathway. And brothers and sisters, let me welcome um, brother Joenee and Verna. Aloha, guys.
Aloha.
How are you guys doing today?
Very well. Thank you so much, Joshua. Really excited to be here with you today, especially to be on this Ohana network.
That's
Doing
nice.
great. Thanks for having us.
No worries. We are really excited to have you guys here. We're really happy and thrilled to listen from you guys. So why not you guys introduce a little bit more about yourself? Joenee, why don't you start?
Yeah, thank you. Aloha. My name is Joenee Briones, a native of the Philippines. I am currently serving as an international manager focusing on the Philippines area for BYU-Pathway Worldwide. Thank you.
Okay. And Verna?
Yeah, so my name is Verna Tukuafu, and I am currently with BYU-Pathway Worldwide, going on 4 months now. So a brand new BYU Pathway employee. But I am over the Pacific, so I'm an international area manager, just like Joni, over the Pacific, Middle East, and Africa North.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm really excited. When I heard you guys were managers covering the BYU Pathway and with many other things that you guys do with your work, I'm actually thrilled because personally for myself, I've never had any experience knowing what is BYU Pathway all about. So why don't we start with a question, Verna? I have a question for you. What is BYU Pathway program and who should enroll for this program?
Thanks. BYU Pathway. So BYU Pathway Worldwide has been around for years. It started off with it being a part of BYU Idaho, but in 2017, it became its own, and it became the fifth CS institution, which is now called BYU Pathway Worldwide. But what it is, it provides access to spiritually based degrees, completely online at an affordable price. It serves both the new and experienced students. So it's designed to help individuals who are busy to find a bridge between the gospel and academic in a way that combines them to bless their hearts, their mind, and their family. So their family can be blessed as their skills and understanding increase, and as the example speaks volume. The way it's structured, as you know, those that are watching this, it's earning a degree takes a lot of time. So instead of having to wait until the very end to have value in your degree, BYU Pathway is built to give you skills and credentials up front. It allows it allows you to obtain your education in stepping stones, which makes it more attainable. So the first stepping stone, which is our preferred path, starts with Pathway Connect, then to earning certificates, which are stackable, that can lead to earning an associate degree and eventually your bachelor's degree.
That's really nice. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's a very good introduction on what this program is. And I've also had so many friends in my life where I've heard them enrolling for this program and seeing how it has blessed them their lives. And it was a fun program for them to learn so many good new things, educational wise. And so, Joni, I would like to ask you, how does this BYU Pathway program impact students' life in an educational standpoint?
Yeah, I actually love how President Nelson described BYU Pathway Worldwide, which represents the impact on our students. He said that BYU Pathway Worldwide brings an innovative approach to education, one unique to the church educational system and to the world. As explained very well by Verna, BYU Pathway focus in providing marketable, job-ready skills, even during that Pathway Connect period wherein we provide foundational courses on life skills, professional skills, university skills to prepare them for higher education and continue on with certificates and degrees. Uh, an impact that is very valuable for our students is to gain those skills. We have a program called Certificate First Approach, wherein they can, another name for that program is Give Me Five. They take five specialized courses after that foundational program, and this will be their first formal year in college, which then they can leverage for employment. And we see also, education wise, we see the persistence of our students going towards degrees because they're seeing a direct connection between the skills they're learning into real life application, even towards financial impact. And so, and of course, I have to make sure to establish that one of the other great impact that our students experience through our program is the balance of academic and spiritual learning. Along with that is the learning model, and our students are beginning to experience that and even discover the real teacher in the Holy Ghost. President Gilbert, the current president of BYU Pathway Worldwide, described this as the learning process accelerates when our students learn with the Holy Ghost. So we're seeing a lot of this progress and impact in our students' lives.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. I also think that it has been a very big blessing for students where they are able to enroll on this program just right before they enroll for BYU Hawaii and also other colleges that we have. So, also just a quick question: how long does this program take? Did, is there a specific amount of time that they're supposed to enroll?
Absolutely. Um, this program, it's because, like I mentioned before, about 95% of all of our students begin with what Joni had just described. It's called Pathway Connect. It's designed to help both new and experienced students. And what it is they begin with the first 3 semesters, which is the first semester is life skills, the second semester is professional skills, and then the third semester is university skills. These are paired with religion classes that are required for a degree. The last semester of the Pathway Connect is a certificate course that is added on top to help bridge them into the degree program. So the Pathway Connect portion of BYU Pathway Worldwide is 3 semesters. And then after that, they can matriculate into a certificate program, and that one is at their own pace. So a student can start off with a certificate and then eventually to an associate's and a bachelor's degree. And depending on their load, they can finish in 4 years, they can finish in 5. So, but it really is up to them because it's at their own pace. Whereas the first part of BYU Pathway, it's 3 semesters up front.
That's good to know. Just adding on that, Verna, I would also like to ask. Joni shared really great things about how it can impact students' life in an educational standpoint. I would like to ask you, how do you think it will impact students in their career path in the future?
I think that's a very important question, and just a really great question. Just following up to what we had just talked about. These students, the impact that they have is they're taking these classes all online at their own pace, and in their own schedule according to their own time frame. But they're required to gather once a week to receive support from peers and senior service missionaries. So most are held virtually through online groups. Even before COVID hit and during COVID, these meetings happened like how we're meeting right now virtually through Zoom and online groups. And the way it is students, how it impacts them is how our degrees are structured. The degrees are built by stacking certificates, so no credits are ever lost. What happens is, the students obtain a certificate first. Um, Degrees are, the students are able to obtain a certificate first and then an associate's degree, which is built from a second certificate plus general education. And then finally, obtaining a bachelor's degree is built from a third certificate plus additional education coursework. We have students that have already attended university before. This is a big question that they've always asked us in the past, if their credits are able to be transferred over. And the answer is yes. BYU Pathway and its partner institutions have a very generous transfer credit policy. Over two-thirds of our students with previous transfer credits like these. So we work well with individuals, and most everyone is pleased with how generous our transfer credits can come into a separate institution. So just to give you more emphasis on how it impacts students is these bachelor's degrees also come with associates that are paired up with those areas, with the different areas. And there's a large list of certificates that are built into this, and it's on our website. Unfortunately, we aren't able to share a PowerPoint to show you the different areas, but you can access that on our websites. And these stackable certificates, what it does is one of the tracks that an individual will choose is to do an applied, say for example, they want to do an applied business management degree. When you choose that degree, you get to choose a certificate that builds into that. The beautiful part of the degree structure is that the students have freedom to build their own unique degree. You can choose whatever fits for you. For example, a student who would rather work from home, like me and Joenee at the moment, and they're good with social media, and this is a growing field. Social media marketing is a growing field. What they would do is they would obtain their first certificate in social media marketing, because we have a social media marketing certificate. Then you pair that with a second certificate in business and leadership skills, along with some general education. And then you get your associate's degree with that. And then finally, you can obtain a third certificate, which then builds in and stacks into a bachelor's degree. When they do that, we have some of our students, that talk about, so what about jobs and careers? There's usually posts on our Facebook page that students share their experience. One student had posted just recently in our Facebook page that they just got a work from home job with my front end development certificate. It is possible. That's what she posted. So our certificates and degrees are designed to be job ready and designed to help you add value to the workforce and to build your own skills and confidence. And that's how it would impact them. Is the stackable certificate approach.
That's really cool. That's very new to me. Never heard all of those kind of things before. So thank you for sharing that. I think that message that you've shared, even you, Johnny, talking about how this program impacts students not only educational wise but also in a career. Because even for me, students like us right now, Like we are focusing on school, but we are always kind of worried and always thinking on what we're gonna work, in the future next time. So career is super important, and I like how this program really gives us hope for our careers as well. Um, but Joni, I have a question for you, brother, about how long has this program been out since it started, and have you heard of any cool stories, successful stories that students enrolled, and any good outcomes that you would like to share today?
Yes. Yeah, as Verna mentioned a while ago, is this program grew out of as an innovation from BYU Idaho, and in about it reached its 10th year last year, and so we've seen a lot of success stories. One specific, since my area is over the Philippines, I'll introduce you to John Howard Baliedos. But I just want to let you know that he is representing a lot of our students all over the world in many different areas, and that perfectly, in a way, illustrates what Verna have walked us through with the educational journey our students take. So John Howard Baliedos is a one good profile of our members all over the world. He's a returned missionary who served faithfully from 2013 to 2015. And after a year in 2016, got married in the Philippine Cebu temple. And just like a lot of our returned missionaries, they keep working hard and apply their faith, but witness that there's a lot of difficulties trying to get jobs with not a lot of credentials to show. And so he started with minimum wage positions, but with his gospel understanding, he knows that education is important. So he prayed and fasted, and amazingly enough, the area presidency in the Philippines, again, just like any other areas in the world, they have introduced BYU-Pathway Worldwide. And then he saw that this was an answer to his prayer, because and I love that Verna shared a while ago, because he saw that he can work to support his family while finishing up his education. So in 2018, he completed the Pathway Connect, that foundational program, and he is currently a BYU Pathway student taking applied management offered through BYU Idaho Online. And I'll share with you a paragraph, his testimonial, which illustrates the path that he has taken, and as he is experiencing what President Nelson described, that we're offering an innovative approach to education. This is what he said: "The principles I have learned and still learning has blessed me exceedingly, particularly on my Microsoft Excel application skills enhanced through my certificate program and towards a degree. From this experience, I was able to gain confidence and thrive in my career. My current employer has seen my growth and development and decided that I get promoted to an office manager and data analyst. And the latest update that I got from John, I was talking to his father yesterday in a meeting, is that he was being poached by another company because of what they are seeing in his abilities. But his current employer said that no, we really would love to keep you and match, and provided that promotion. So we're seeing this growth and development among our students as success stories. John represents a lot of our students all over the world.
That's amazing story. Thank you, Joni, for sharing that. Uh, Really amazing story from John as well. Just before we move in, there's a few comments through this live broadcast, and I'll share those by the end of the podcast. But just before we close up, I would just like to ask the both of you, starting from Verna. Verna, do you have any, I would say, any advice from your stand on your perspective, since you've been a student here, both of you, you guys have graduated and now you guys are working. so closely for this program and helping a lot of students in their lives. Is there any advice you would want to give to the students?
Yes, I think to me, I will forever be indebted to BYU Hawaii. Everything that I am today, I feel like I learned it while I was there as a student. Not just being able to learn academically, but also spiritually and professional wise when I was given the opportunity to work at the Polynesian Culture Center. My advice to all the students at BYU Hawaii is to find what you love and pursue that. If you are interested, if you love working with people, then look for a certificate or a degree or a diploma in that area. I remember when I was working at the Polynesian Culture Center as a dancer, a lot of the my friends that weren't working there would say to me, "Oh, do you like working there?" I'm like, "Yes, I love working here. I just it's something that I love to do, and I never thought that dancing and working at PCC was a job because that's what I loved to do was to perform and just be around people. And being here at BYU Pathway, it set the tone for me to be able to have those people skills, to be able to work with different, people from around the world. As I mentioned, I work with people from the Middle East and Africa North, but being able to develop those skills and enjoying what I do, I'm able to do what I do right now at BYU Pathway. But find what your passion is, and whatever that passion is, pursue it and pursue it to the end because it is very rewarding when you reach or when you are able to attain those goals. So
It's really nice, really nice. Thank you for that. Joni, what about you? Do you have a great advice to share to our students?
Yeah, I joined Verna, even be a second voice. Will eternally be grateful for the experience I've had at BYU Hawaii. A lot of rich experience, but one that I want to focus with your question of what advice can we give students at BYU Hawaii and the other younger generation is to, if you can, um, seek to position yourself to be global early on in your, even as you are taking pursuing your educational opportunities and eventually build a career. Being global, as you have heard from Verna and her experience and her exposure, can be a strong competitive advantage. So for our younger generation and our BYU Hawaii students and future students as well, that this can be of great value. So if they can take advantage of any program that allows them, the blessing we have in the church is we do have programs that through BYU Pathway Worldwide, wherein our students are classmates with students all over the world. They are tasked to do some assignments wherein they can collaborate with a certain deliverable. And so that is also very valuable in the global marketplace. BYU Hawaii, with its diverse campus, also offers that same opportunity. So as that's what I've learned when I was at BYU Hawaii. One of the things that I is sustaining me right now is that global exposure, understanding of other nations, and being able to collaborate is a valuable skill. But of course, I can't help I fail to mention that an important element for a younger generation as they position themselves to be global is to make sure that they are rooted in the gospel of Jesus Christ, which another blessing that our church offers through the church educational system is that balance of academic and spiritual learning.
Awesome, awesome advices that you guys have shared to us today. And now I'll just take some time to share with all of you the comments that our guests have been watching. So this is Eddie. He's one of the managers here in the Hokley department. He says, "Aloha, Joni and Verna."
aloha, Eddie.
Aloha, Eddie.
Favorite people.
I hear this Joel and Melanie. They
Oh,
say Verna and Joenee, two of my favorite people in the world.
he's biased. He's my cousin.
You guys are famous.
Oh, yeah, that's an amazing couple. You might want to consider inviting them as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good advice. Probably the next few weeks.
Yes.
Here's Jessica. She has a question. Hi, I have some questions about international students. Is it possible help me? If I'm studying in other country, it's possible to transfer to BYU-W. How to do it? Um, BYU-W. Is there something? Is there a new one?
It's
Well, I
probably
think you must
she's
have made
probably referring
P-
to BYU PW.
Okay,
PW.
okay.
Yep. Joan,
So
do that.
yeah, probably you guys can answer something for Jessica. So she said since she's studying a different country, how is it to move to BYU-W? So from what I understand, BYU pathway it's done in your specific countries. Yeah, is that true?
Yes, it's a global approach. And so maybe Jessica can let us know what country she's tuning in from, and we would be able to get her the proper need. And yes, it is possible. You're able to transfer over to BYU Pathway Worldwide, and how to do it. If you let us know which country you're tuning in from, we would be able to. It may not be in the areas that Jonia and I are over, but we can surely direct you to the manager that's in charge of that, and they can walk that through with you.
And just to add to that, Jessica, you can probably start learning. If you go to byupathway.org, you can also go contact our support and they can direct you. So either way, we would love to assist you.
Nice, nice. Thank you guys for helping Jessica answer that question. Next up we have Kenny Kalama. Oh,
Oh,
this is for Joni. Joni has Joni.
So Kenny Kalama served his mission in the Philippines, and the actual guapo is Kenny Kalama. You might want to ask Kenny Kalama about this.
Okay, okay. Over here it's Josie, Ferdy, Pinpin. Good to see you, Joni.
Uh, they are a great alumni from living in Seattle right now too. So
Nice, nice. Over here we have Silica Five Town. Hope I said that right. And they
yes.
said, Mahalo for this remarkable, innovative educational approach to Pathway. Terrific info. BYU Pathway Worldwide. Mahalo, Verna, and Joni for advice.
Oh, yes. Silica's a relative as well. Mahalo. Ofatu Silica.
Oh, this she does have a question right here. Do the registered students need to reside in Hawaii? So Kansas City, Missouri, or Sioux City, Aloha, Columbus, Ohio can register website.
Yes, no, you don't have to reside in any country. Wherever you reside, you can be a pathway student wherever. It could be here, any country or any state here in the US or any country in the world, you're able to do that. But yes, you can register. And the website, as mentioned by Joni, is www.byupathway.org. And in that website, you'll be able to learn a lot more about what Joni and I had just discussed in this webinar. And also, you are able to find the option there to register. Our registration is going to end April 16th. With our first day of spring semester, April 19th. And just to add on, the tuition cost for a student is $75 per credit hour for the US students. And I'm talking for just the US students. For other countries, it's different because it varies. So the best way to do is to go into the website, check it out, because it's not $75 across the board. It differs. But for the US, if you reside in the US, it's $75 a credit hour. But that's the website.
Nice, nice. But just before we close, I would like to thank both of you, Verna and Joni. Thank you so much. Honestly, I think today's podcast has been a really good one, as you guys have shared so many things about BYU Pathway. And with the comments, you see there's people asking questions about it, and I think it's really gave out good information. So thank you guys, to the both of you. And to everyone who is watching, if you guys would like to connect with Joenee or Verna, you guys can do so through our Ohana network. It's a platform that we have been presenting out a lot for the past few weeks, and even in this podcast. So they do have the Ohana network um, platform. They have registered to it. So if you guys have not registered to this Ohana network, please do so. You guys can connect not only with them but also anyone within the BYU Ohana. Also, if you guys really liked this video, please do consider to share this video to those you think will really benefit from this knowledge that was shared by Joenee and Verna. If you have a friend, or even if you have a child or anyone you think that will really benefit from this great program. So, thank you guys again. Thank you guys for coming. Really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mahalo, Joshua, and
No worries.
aloha to all of our BYU Hawaii alumni all there. Aloha.
Aloha. Thank you, Verna. Thank you, Joenee.
Aloha to all.
Ofa
Bye bye.
tupaya.
We'll see you guys next week. See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.